So I think we're live. Let me know if we are live because my camera just freaked out on me. Okay, so I see we are live. Well, I'm not sure why my camera's not working or following me like it's supposed to. And I thought it was funny as I was coming on air. I don't know if you can hear it. Alexa, turn it up. This song came on if you can hear it, came on right before I signed in. I'm not monetized here, so I don't care. But this was a song we were discussing on Maddie and Kiki's live show Thursday. I was going to say Friday. So anybody who and of course this is Sticks 24/7 as we were discussing that. Let me lower that out. And let's go right from the beginning. Of course, Bat 13 is in the house, and I guess my levels are good. And we do have Scott a Kitten over here joining us. There she is. Bat 13, first one up as always. We've got Maddie in the house, and I'm sure Kiki will be following suit. Of course, let's rock. That is going to be the word for 2025. James Bearden, it is always good to see you. Of course, my friend Wendy. And there is Maddie again. My man Judge Webb. As I go down the list, there is Kiki in the house. There is Barbecue Jerry. Of course, my man Alan. And yes, you can see me. And there is Scott a Kitten. Here is the Fifth Wheel Barbecue. I don't believe I have heard of you. Maybe your first time in here. And it is nice to have you. We are live, Anthony. We've got about 40 people showing up. That's a decent little group. And there is my man 1047. Happy New Year to you, my friend. And Kiki says that's awesome. I forget what I said already. I think maybe the babe, I love you. I wasn't saying that to you, Kiki. And that is KAI from Germany. There you go, man. I love it. And there is my man Andrew, of course, the grill sergeant. And me and Andrew got some news. We will be actually doing a gig or two together. New Orleans, maybe Chicago. We'll have more on that coming soon. And it is good to have Scott. I hear you there. I hear you there. Give Barbecue Mama my best, of course. I'm glad to be here. Thanks a lot. And we have a nice little super chat coming in from M&K. Cheers to a happy and healthy 2025 HT. This is going to be an awesome one. Love all of us from the bunker. There you go, man. And one day I would like to be standing inside that bunker. Maybe a show up on the Thursday live cooking show. Either that or you're going to have to get a gig going because 2025 has started and I've got nothing on the plate yet with M&K. And we definitely want to get that going for sure. Not to put you girls under any pressure or anything. And I do appreciate that super chat. And we are getting a little snow here tomorrow. I got to check the weather forecast before bed because I am filming tomorrow. But we were supposed to get about 6-7 inches. I actually kind of like filming in the snow. I think it adds to the it just kind of adds to the video a little bit. Hopefully, I can get that in. As I go down the list, tell Mom I hope she feels better, no doubt. Get well, barbecue Mama for sure. And we'll have to keep an eye on Thomas. No snow. We will definitely be getting snow. There is my man Robert. My man Robert sent me out a nice little package over the holidays, some coffee. I think I posted something on the some honey. I posted something. I think I posted something up on Facebook. It's been a struggle, man. It's been a struggle. As a 40-year smoker and obviously age doesn't help. When I get sick, it lingers. And it starts as a head cold and it finishes up in my chest and lingers for what feels like weeks. I'm still stuffed up. You could probably hear that maybe talking now or in some of my videos, but I am starting to feel a little better now. I think I turned the corner about a day or two after about, a week and a half, 2 weeks of being sick. Um, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I am starting to feel better. I guess people hear me talking about it in my videos. I think I have I don't know if it was today's video or the one coming out where I was just friggin' toast, man, at the end of the video. It was actually today's video, the video that came out today, the breakfast burrito video. You can hear at the end because I usually toast the burritos back off on the griddle. And at that point, I have just had enough. And you can hear in the video, I'm just done, because I have to work, so just because I'm sick, I still have to go to work. And obviously that go to work, is outside and filming and, doing the whole deal. But I guess I wouldn't want it any other way. So I am turning the corner for sure. I appreciate the hugs. Appreciate the hugs. So what's happening for 2025? Let's hear some good thoughts. Spill them out, man. Let me hear. Anybody going to make any changes? Are you going to go into 25 the same as you did 24? Or are there anything you want to improve on? I like talking about that stuff, man. So if you have anything you want to say about 25, what you're going to do different or what you're going to cook. Everybody always goes into the new year with some type of aspirations. Let me hear it, man. Spill them out. And, as for me, I don't goal anymore, really. I just basically, I don't goal. I'm in such a good spot that I don't feel goals right now for me are important. When I was younger and just starting to get going, I was a lot more goal oriented. Now I'm in the spot that I'm in now is a good spot, and my thing going into 2025 is just to continue continue the positivity, continue doing what I'm doing. And just keeping it going, running the channels. I've got that I got that. I lost my train of thought. I was reading something there. Make sure I didn't have to cut somebody. I don't know if I have any mods in here or not. Um, I got the new channel, License to Griddle, and I tell you, I've been having a lot of fun with that. It's definitely given me some new juice. I'm back on the master build now for the master builders that are in here. So I'm going to be running the master build. I got a new master build coming. That's going to be the 1150. And I'm in a better spot today than I was when I started 2024. I feel definitely more stable on my feet with the, those who follow me regularly. There's my man Kent. That convo with Hussey, what was good. I got to post something and direct people to that. Those who follow me know I'm pretty open in my discussions, and I always wanted to try to keep the gallery from becoming a business. I didn't really want it to turn into a business, but it's really kind of like I told my wife or whoever I talked to, it's hard to stop. It's hard to stop it when it gets going, because more stuff comes at you and it's hard to turn stuff down. So it's it's definitely feeling like a business now to where it wasn't in the beginning of 24, but it is now. Um, but all in a good way, all in a good way. As I stuff up, I'm excited for 2025. You know, just to see how it is going to unfold for me. Um, you know, how about anybody out there want to bring up anything on 25? I like to hear if anybody has any thoughts. And Wendy is going to attempt to put down new flooring. Well, if you need any tips, I did that for about 30 years, 35 years. What are you putting down? Some vinyl plank? And I think I did say hi to Daddy Dutch. Daddy Dutch Kent, if you're still in here, obviously I'm not going to make it out to Houston this year. I'll be going to New Orleans in March and Chicago in March to work some shows. So February, I think Houston's in February. It was a little too much for me. New Jersey wussy, grew up in the northern part of the state, understand how many get sick. It's there's a lot has to do with it, with the smoking and my recovery time. As you can hear, I'm already starting to fugazi out. My recovery time is a lot slower for the fact that I was a 40-year smoker. Definitely, took its damage for sure. And I'm that normal guy who gets a stuffy nose and he's on the couch in pain. You know how us guys are. We're big fairies. My aspirations were acquired using your prime. Oh shit! You know what I got to do? Wait 1 second. I forgot to do it. Hold on. Bear with me here. Oh wait, it is on. Never mind. Oh wait, no, it's not on. Hold on 1 second. I forgot to do this. For some reason, Facebook blocks my show on my personal page. I had to just unblock it. I forgot to do that. Now I'm live on that Facebook. I'm live on the gallery Facebook. There I am. All right. So where am I here? The prime rib recipe on the entire family on Christmas. I appreciate that, man. I've heard from a lot of people lately who have done some of the recipes. That is always, always pretty cool. Wife's not right. Shoulder's 2 weeks old. Her left hook still carries some sting. There you go. What are you trying to install, Wendy? I'm guessing vinyl plank. Yeah. It's just a little too much, man, to go out of town, because I have too many videos that I have to get done. And I will be in Chicago. I'm doing a trade show out there. Griddles are fun, man. I love cooking on the griddle, I have to say. And the videos have been doing very well. Um, I think my last video, got close to 3,000 views, which is good with only 1,000 something subscribers. And yes, somebody brought up before, I did do a podcast with Hungry Hussy. I'll link something to my Facebook page if anybody wants to watch that. We talked about, discussion. Anytime I have an open forum microphone, I always start talking about living in the now, laws of attraction, positivity. So there's a nice discussion in that podcast on that, because it's so important to learn how to live in the now. You know, when people say, and I do it too, I'm not perfect, but when people say, like, I can't wait for summer, I can't wait to go to Chicago, you're you're going on vacation, you can't wait to go to Disney, that's when you're losing touch with the right now. What you can't wait to do is right now, what I'm doing right now. Um, and like I says, I'm not perfect too. I go off the same way where I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to do that. But it's just so important to live right here, right now, as Van Halen would say. Because when you start using that can't wait word too much, you're just going to miss out because you're not really living now. Um, the moment I open my eyes in the morning, like even Monday morning, I'll get up 3:30, quarter to 4. I'll come here on the computer, then I'm in my truck at quarter to 6. I'm at the gym, and through every step that I'm doing, I'm having fun doing it. Like, I'm not dragging myself out of bed or dragging myself to the gym or, dragging myself into the shack through the snow to do a cook, so that's the spot we all want to try to get to. And a lot in that Hungry Hussy tape, we cover a lot of that stuff if anybody is into that stuff. And I'm still trying. I don't know if I missed when. I'm still trying to find out what type of flooring you're going to install. And there is my man Russ. Happy New Year, my friend. The drones. All of a sudden the drones are gone. So my take on these drones are that they were government run in the beginning. We were testing something out. Yes, the government is not necessarily going to tell the mayor and governor of New York or New Jersey that they're testing some type of secret drone because, maybe they want to see if it can be detected or this, because the mayor or governor of Jersey is not going to shoot it down. So there's no problem there. They don't have the authority to do it, or they're not going to be able to do it. So I believe it was government run in the beginning. And then all the hobbyists took over. I know many people, not many people, but I know a lot of people that have drones. And then they started all going into the closet, and Christmas was here. They were grabbing their drones and they were putting up in the sky, so then the hobbyists took over because they're being seen in Tom's River. They're in Howell. They're friggin' everywhere. Every neighborhood, there was drones. They were all hobbyists. But I do believe, Russ, that the drones were, look, our government cannot be that inept, can they? I mean, they have to know they're not going to allow drones to fly over military bases. I mean, I just can't imagine that they would. So that's my theory on that. And the tests are over and the drones are gone. Okay, so yeah, so waterproof vinyl plank flooring. So I can give you tips. You know, I'm standing on. You can see it. The floor that I installed in my office. You can. Well, the camera's going to follow me, but you see me rolling around on it. It's not hard to do. You just got to plan the job out right. There is only the here and now, man. That is so like, you know, you're right, man. You know, you got to learn to live in the now. It's just so important. And I'm on my gallery. Kiki's over there. I don't like the people fly drones over my farm. Such a good point, HT. New Jersey Wussies. I'm just jumping over to my other page to because I don't see everybody's comment. I see Kiki's comment over here, and the G Pop is in the house. It's on Hungry. So the podcast is on Hungry Hussey's page, um, uh, YouTube channel. I'll post something on my Facebook page tomorrow. He's done interviews with CMAC, CJ, me. He's doing a podcast once a month, but it was once a week. I think it comes out. But like I said, it was fun because we covered, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So it was, it was a good time. It wasn't all just cooking. It was a lot, some life oriented stuff in there. Um, so it was fun. And yes, G Pop is in the house right here. And Robert says that was a great podcast with Hussey, especially when you were talking about positive things. I'm 5 years older than you. And it's true. Negative isn't any good. You know, it's all about positivity. And sometimes it's not easy to be positive because life, well, let's face it, life throws you a lot of curveballs, man. But you just got to try to power through it and, you know, and Judge Webb is living the dream of snow. They may be my drones flying over your farm. I'm getting some some video for a future recipe. So they don't have a griddle for the XT. It's funny you said that because LLS or LSS mods. Uh, I can't remember, but he's sending me out a griddle for the XT. I'm going to be doing a lot of cooks on the XT because it's I feel like Masterbill blew the unveiling of that XT last year because nobody got it. I mean, no other influencers got it. Um, the I'm in a couple admins to a couple groups on Facebook, and none of them got it. So they seemed like they blew the whole rollout of that XT. So I stopped using it for a while, but now people are getting it, and also the 1150 is coming out. That's out now, actually, but I'll be getting it in the channel soon. So I'm going to start using the XT again now that more people have it. I'm going to do a cook on it tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. Just bear with me here for a second. I look so white on my Facebook channel, like pale. Whoops, hold on. I'm just farting around here on my other things and making sure everything is good. You can hear me. So yeah, so the XT is going to be back in play. I said I'll be at the 1150. I'll do a comparison and probably let one of those girls go, probably the XT, and I'll keep the 1150. But we'll see. I haven't had any problems with the XT. Some other people have, but I haven't really had any problems. And there is my man Mike C from I think I met Mike from one of the Connecticut shows when I was out there with the girls, I do believe. And Mike, have you heard anything about Manchester pellets? I think you might have posted something to me, but I'm not sure. Let me know on that. We are getting some snow tomorrow or tonight. I have to see because if it's tonight, I got to move the trucks onto the lawn because the township bitches when the people park in the road and they can't plow. So I'll have to check that out. And is the 800 a better option? I mean, look, they're all good. The 800, the 1050, 560, all the Masterbuilts are good. It just depends on your price point. As you steep up, they get a little bit better made, but they're all they all cook good. They're gonna produce, better than, say, a pellet grill will if you like smoke. Sometimes my wife don't like the smoke, so, it just really depends. And there is my man JB checking in. Happy New Year, my friend. And there is Uncle Steve. We were just talking about you, Uncle Steve. Unfortunately, I'm not making it out to Houston this year. I'm going to New Orleans the beginning of March and Chicago at the end of March or vice versa. So it'll be beginning of March and end of March to do some barbecue shows. So I thought going to Houston would be a little bit too much. And is that, are you talking about, the Scott's, the rubs, Mike? And I think I don't know if you're talking about the pellets or thinking you're talking about the pellets. 1050. 1050 is is the top of the old batch. Like I said, the 1150s coming out. The 1150s out now, so they're probably discontinuing the 1050, but if you can get one, the 1050, I would definitely pick one of those bad boys up for sure, man. Are you talking about me, Uncle Steve? That's so sweet. Yeah, I just think it would be too much. I mean, there's too much work to go at it 3 times in a row with a month and a half. Scott, who owns Manchester Pellets, there you go. But I don't think are they open still, Mike? I don't know if Manchester Pellets is open right now. If you can find a 1050 at a decent price, man, I would grab it. I'm talking like 5, 6, 700. What do they go for? Are they 799 or are they 1,000? If you can get one at a decent price, I would grab a 1050. No, that's not an option, period. That's not an option, and the 980 from uh, whatever, the 980 from Char-Griller is not an option. I mean, I tried to throw some people, if you want to call them to see what's going on. I tried to point some people in that direction because I still use the product, and they came back to me and told me they can't order anything. So if you wanna give them a buzz. and come back on here and let me know. And I will if they're out of business, then I won't, tell people to go there. So, yeah, the Tahoma, are we talking trucks or are we talking grills? Neither one of them are an option. The Tahoma and the Tacoma are not an option. I'm thinking you're talking I'm getting confused now, which is not it's not hard to do. Confuse me. The 1050 with the mods you recommended and always cooking in the snow this time of year in Montana, well, I'm sure. I think is the Yellowstone filmed in Montana? We're watching that again. Hey, don't be sorry, man. Definitely. And Kiki is coming in, throwing a little weight around with her 2010 Frontier. That's her baby girl. I love the Frontier. What do you want, girl? Give me 1 second. I gotta grab some, nasal spray. I hate this stuff, man, but sometimes there's just no other way. Is the postal down in Canada? Should I wait on the new grill or go with the XT? I would go with the 1050. If you can get a 10, so I wouldn't get the XT. I would hold off on the XT. So you gotta throw the 1150 in there. So here's what I would do. I would get a 1050. If you wanted something new, then I would wait till the 1150 comes out and see if it's close to the 1050 and also the price point, and I would get the 1150 over the XT, only because the XT's 1,500 bucks. I'm sure the 1150 is gonna be 4 or 500 cheaper. So, if you want the 1050, get it, you'll love it. If you prefer something new, then, wait till the 1150 comes out. If everything checks out with the 1150, get the 1150. The postal service is on strike. I didn't know that. Okay, yeah. That was, a couple times I was out there in the snow. Um, I don't mind cooking in the snow. It's the rain that I don't really like. I don't like getting wet. So the Canadian Postal Service, I guess, is on strike. Hmm. I haven't even heard any of that. But then again, I don't really watch too much news. No problem, man. No problem. And of course, my email is gallerybbq@gmail.com if you ever have any questions, just shoot me an email. Oh, look, it came up on my License to Griddle channel too. There you go. License to Griddle, I like that. when I started that channel, y people said, "Yeah, you sure you wanna do that?" Nah, nah, nah. But, it's probably the best thing that I've done, in a while because the gallery channel is gonna support me right now, but I think the license to griddle channel is gonna come on strong when it starts to break open, and it's just gonna give me another, revenue stream, and I knew my man Scotty Boy would be in here, and there he is. So the postal service will be resuming January 6th, as Scotty comes in to take his bow, and you missed barbecue Jerry was in here before looking for you, Scotty. And if you love doing it, then it's the most important thing to do, definitely. So, isn't it like that so if you think about that statement, so wouldn't the most important thing to do be the thing that you're doing, like, right now? You know what I'm saying? So that's like what I was talking about before. The most important thing to do is exactly what you're doing at that moment. So even really if you don't like what you're doing, it still has to be the most important thing you're doing because you're doing it, it's I can go on for hours and talk about that stuff because I lived that stuff for, you know, 4 or 5 years, 3, 4, 5 years, where to the point where I went on cruises, positivity cruises, um, meditation cruises. I went to PA, went to upstate New York to listen to people speak, about it. I followed Wayne Dyer. There's a movie, by Wayne Dyer called I forget what it's called. Hold on, 'cause it's an awesome movie. Hold on. Bear with me. It's called The Shift. It's called The Shift by Wayne Dyer. It's about an hour and a half long. It's on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube, and it basically talks about your life, everybody's life, when you make that shift from the morning to the evening of your life. Um, and it follows 3 or 4 couples around as they are making the shift, and we all make that shift. And, that's where I got that saying because it's in that movie, and I believe it, that you're only one thought away from changing your life. So let's just take Uncle Steve for because I'm staring right at him, if he's still in here. Let's say Uncle Steve worked at Home Depot, you know, and he hated it. He got up in the morning, he went to work, he worked in the barbecue section and he stocked the shelves and he always had ideas about, making rubs and, and finally he just said, "You know what? I'm quitting Home Depot and I'm gonna concentrate on making rubs." And 6 years later, here he is. That's that one thought that alls you need is that one thought that can change your whole life. Everybody has a thinking process. Unfortunately, some people just don't use it, or they make the wrong decision. You ever think about everything that took me to sitting here in front of you and talking to you guys here, every pivotal decision that I made over the past 30 years has brought me right to this spot. If I When my mother said, "Come on, why don't you work in the kitchen at the restaurant?" And if I would have said, "You know what? I don't wanna work in the kitchen, I wanna get into construction," I wouldn't be sitting here right now. So, when you lay down tonight, go to sleep, uh, realize that all the thought processes is bringing you right to that spot when you put your head on the pillow. It's real interesting, deep stuff when you really start breaking it down, and, you know, it's the laws of attraction. If you worked in a bar, right, and you did drugs, you drank, you worked in a bar, and your girlfriend was one piece of you know what after another, right, and you're sitting there like, "Why does every one of my girlfriends cheat on me and this, that, and the other?" Because that's the law of attraction. That is exactly what you are bringing in, attracting to you because you work in a bar and you drink and do drugs. That is the laws of attraction. That's what the universe is gonna give you, until people figure that out and change their thought process to change their whole life and to start attracting like-minded people more or less. It's real deep, interesting stuff, and like I said, I can talk about it for friggin' hours. There is my man, C-Mac Cooks in the house, and C-Mac is another one that we met out in Connecticut. That was that last year. Any brisket left over for Scotty? Is C-Mac going to the, Houston? C-Mac did a show down in Florida that I would have loved to have went, I'll tell you that. If you're in here, C-Mac, what was that event? That's, Scotta Kitten's new seat. That Christmas box, I don't dare move it because she sits on it all the time. And we still have 40 people in the house. There is my man, Steven and Jacqueline. I appreciate the views on the license to griddle. We do have a couple license to griddle people in here. Of course, Pat 13 is friggin' everywhere, and he's first everywhere. I mean, the guy is amazing. I mean, he's guy is first everywhere. Positive perspective, no doubt about it, man. And look, it's not easy, sometimes we go through stuff, I went through stuff. I had brain, you know, 12 hours on the table. The doctor said, you 40% chance you're not even gonna get off the table because the operation was gonna 11 hours long, and they weren't sure if they were gonna be able to wake me up, so we all have battles, we're all human, we're all gonna go through battles. We want to always try to come out positive one way or another. So C-Mac is going, I guess, got all your reds, but that's cool, man. I know I went on a long what would you call that? Not a rant, like, but I can just talk about that shit. I could probably start a whole other well, I actually did start a YouTube channel. I goof with the girls on it because I comment. I don't know who gets it if they're both in here. I don't know if Maddie I tried to tell the girls, I wish they would put an M or a K on who is answering me because I have no idea who I'm talking to, but one of them, I post from another, YouTube channel of mine, as a goof. I was goofing with them. It's a positivity channel type of thing, and you hear me talking. Like, but, I went off in a different direction. I decided not to go in that direction, and I think I went over cooking, whatever. The channel's still up. I haven't done anything with it, but it's funny, just funny. And Jennifer is checking in. Hello, hello, hello. C-Mac is the token any guy this year. He's a big dude, man, C-Mac. I have a picture of him somewhere. I think it's on my wall. Gotta get new pictures for my wall, man. I got many spots open for new pictures. I'm not sure if, CJ's going. I don't think s is CJ going this year, Steve? Definitely, man. There you go, man. You are 100%. It's not what you're doing, it's how you're doing it that counts. Only you are in charge of your own happiness, man. You know, that is so true, man. You know, it goes to, like, what I was saying, before, you know, that 2000 for me, I don't set goals anymore because yeah, I starting 2025 better than I started 2024, and that is just kind of like an overall goal, I guess you could say, but the channel is just going so good. I'm having so much fun that I don't there's no reason for me to do any goals this year. It's just keep doing what I'm doing. But I've done goals in the past, you know, I've done all those goals in the past. Hold on, I can I wear the glasses, my eyes start to hurt. I take the glasses off, I can't see. I'm getting old, man, getting old. Baron Burton's Key West camp. I mean, how do I get into that next year? I'll bring the girls. My biography. I know, right? I gotta do a cookbook. Just got a Gravity XT. That's what was kinda what I was saying before. I think I was saying it to you, to the group here, or was it Scotty that Masterco kind of muffed that XT? I think it was here, kinda muffed that XT rollout, you know, but people are starting to get them now. That's why I'm back on the, you know, I'm gonna start cooking. I'm doing tomorrow on the XT, and like I said, I got the 1150 coming. We'll do an AB, and we'll get rolling with that. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell. It's hard for me to tell. I know Kiki, I tag her on Facebook. I tagged you, yesterday on something, but next time we get together, I'm gonna have to show you how to work Facebook. I know when I tag Kiki something, she'll never read it. If I tag the M and K, um, Maddie and Kiki, their company, somebody's gonna read it. I don't know which one of them is reading it though, but some of them will. But I know when I tag Kiki on something, she never sees it. But I don't wanna be a pit and text her and say, "Hey, check your Facebook." You know, I tagged on no, no, I don't wanna do that, but I just know she's never gonna see it, and she doesn't. I appreciate that, Matt. We are definitely having fun. I was talking to the wife in 2018, and we're now, 2025. So what is that? 18, 19, 21, 2, 3. So I'm a dropout, a 10th grade dropout in school, so I still gotta use my fingers. 7 years doing this, and, you know, I couldn't be any more happier. You know, that goes to, like, all the stuff I was saying, and I have no problem telling anybody, you know, 10th grade dropout, you know, 'cause that's what I am. But I'm a you know, that's so great, and look where I'm sitting, you know, talking to you guys, and, you know, so sometimes, again, it's just, you know, everyone just takes those different paths to get to exactly, like, everybody who's in this chat right now, Wendy, Matt, Kiki, Sirloin, Daddy Dutch, C-Mac, Uncle Steve, Maddie, you know, we're all here, Russ, you know, we're all here right at this moment because of 30, 40 decisions that we made in the last 10, 15 years. You know what I mean? That's how it works. That's how it is. And if you really start to think about that and break that down, it's like, wow. It's amazing stuff. The universe will always give you what you were asking for, and if you're asking for dog shit, you're get that's what you're gonna get, there's just no other way around it. And there are people that get rough-shotted and just it's not fair. It's not fair for everybody, that's for sure, but the majority of people, get what they ask for. Yeah, I've tried prescription glasses. I've got them here. I don't like wearing glasses, so I don't wear them. I only wear them to read here is the only reason I got these on. I've tried contacts, I've tried glasses. I don't like neither of them. So, you know and Jason and Tammy says, "I've watched you for years. You have some most relatable content. Thanks for what you do. Keep on doing." I appreciate that, man, and I'm not gonna go anywhere. And I do have a new channel, licensed to Griddle. If you wanna check that channel out. If Scotty was in here, he'd post the, link, but I don't think he's in here still. I'm up in age now, surely this will be my last pit. I like to be sure of my purchases. I hear you, man. I hear you. If I was I know because you brought the Masterbuilt on, if you've never owned a Masterbuilt, know that you're gonna have to play with the thing. I don't know how old you are, but, so keep that in mind. A Masterbuilt is a little bit more work than, uh, than say, um, than say a Pelican. Yeah, then she's ignoring me. I saw that tag that you tagged her actually. She's ignoring me, I know. Yeah, did they yeah, the Microsoft deal. I think Maddie, did you ever get in touch with them? But I think Hussy's doing it, um, Drill Sergeant maybe doing it, Hussy, Drill Sergeant, me, and I don't know if Maddie ever I know she needed to just sign some paperwork. It's the real deal. It's the real deal, Russ. I'll just throw it out here. I did 14 last month. They take your old videos and as long as you get accepted, they redo you. They just take your videos and put them on in Microsoft. Um, and, I doubled my money the 2 months in a row, and, it's the real deal. It's another income source. So definitely follow up on that for sure. And yeah, we did talk a little bit about that in the podcast. I mean, how can it to make money and not even do anything, you know? It is exciting, Russ. It is exciting. And the chat and it's you're monetized from the first video. You're monetized from the first video that hits Microsoft. There's no waiting. The first month I did 7, and the next month I did close to 15, and the whole thing did over 22. So you keep 60, they keep 40. It's not a bad deal because you don't have to do anything. No, I don't want any I don't really want that. Scotty's outside in the cold. There you go. Yeah, so definitely follow up with that, Russ. If you have any questions, shoot me a Facebook, tomorrow. I'll be cooking, but I'll be in the office editing. So if you have any questions, I'll give you the whole rundown on it. I send them bikini pics all the time. They never reply. There you go. And we are coming up on that hour already. That is friggin' crazy. Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, you give me a call, man. Give me a call tomorrow. Like I said, I'll be in doing an easy cook, so I'll be in and out. And, like I said, it's free money, it's free money. I can't direct you on that. I don't really smoke any fish, to tell you the truth. Maybe Russ is still in here, Smoky Ribs. He lives in the South. They probably smoke a little fish down there, so I really can't help you with that. I mean, I've done salmon and stuff, but that's, bullshit type cooks. I don't know if you're looking to really smoke it or just cook it at a low temperature, so I don't wanna point you in the wrong direction there. And there is Russ coming in, and Scotty, Mr. 45 years, smoked everything, so he'll be able to direct you. And there is my man, Will. I was just saying, where the heck is Will? Because I see, Kiki said, "Hi, Will." I said, "Where is Will?" And there he is. Rainbow trout. There you go. I mean, personally, for me, I would get a sauté pan and do that stuff up, man. That's personally for me. I would sauté that stuff with some lemon garlic butter, man, and just drift off to heaven. So we are rolling up on 7 o'clock, which means this show is coming to an end. I appreciate everybody, coming in. This was a fun show. I love talking about, some PMA, positive mental attitude. Um, I'm gonna try to um, get into the swing of this, and come on, once a week, especially through the winter. It's a little slower now, and I love seeing the people that come, that always check in. The Wills, the, Russ. I haven't talked to Russ in a while. Of course, the girls, Scotty. We've got some new folk in here like JV. There's a couple other ones. Jack Xander. Of course, it is always good to see Uncle Steve, Daddy Dutch, S3 OPSS. I guess that's Sergeant. That's right, 22 years in the Army. Good to see him. First time in. We had somebody in from Germany, so that was good. Of course, my man James Bearden. Can't forget him. And also Robert Burnell. Again, I appreciate that package that you sent me out over the holidays. Robert, that coffee was killer for sure. The honey, I had a little bit, is still in the fridge. We will definitely get into that. Of course, Anthony, appreciate you. So that's gonna be it, man. So everybody just keep on rocking, man. Make tomorrow count. Get out of bed, tackle the day, have fun while you're tackling it. Don't get the shit kicked out of you, kick the shit out of it, you know? And, it's pretty cool. And that's it, man. So, I'll look to bring some guests on, coming up, even guests I've had on, like MK, I'll have them on again. I'd like to get Russ. I'm not sure. I think I had Russ on, but I'd get him on. I'd like to get some, Scotty. Even Kent, I'd like to get Kent on, Uncle Steve, I'd like to get you on, I'll have repeat guests. I don't care 'cause we're just kinda shooting the breeze, you know? Um, that's it. All right, guys. That was a fun show. I can tell you that I will be in bed by 8 o'clock because I am beat. Today was my daughter's baby's christening. We were up quite early getting it done. Hit the thumbs up on your way out. I appreciate that. M and K, give my best to your mom, barbecue mama. Everyone have a nice start to their week. So that's gonna end this show right here, man. I appreciate all yous. I gotta keep this to 7 o'clock, otherwise I'll just friggin' start talking forever, as you heard in that Hungry Hussy, interview. I think we went on for 3 hours, and, he cut it down, I think, or 2.5, whatever it is. You know, I start blabbing away. I don't stop. So, all right, guys. So that is gonna close out this show. I appreciate all the love, all the support as all the influencers in here do. Trust me, guys who check in and watch, comment on everyone's video. It is greatly appreciated by all of us for sure. And until next time, we will see you soon. Turn this off. There